promised you, I'm gonna show you how to make a sourdough. So I have a starter, that is that one, that lives in the fridge, and I feed it probably once a week. And I got the recipe on the website, how to make the starter. And this morning, before we went for a walk, I put 150 ml of that starter, 100 grams of unbleached flour, and 100 grams of water in here. And that is sitting now for 5 to 6 hours, and you can see the bubbles. That looks good. Now we can use it to make the actual dough. For that, I put another 150 from that one I made earlier. 150 in here. And the leftover I can put back into my starter to feed it. Alright? Or I can make some crackers out of it or whatever. But now that one we use for the dough. So water. 300 grams of water. Then we mix that nicely so it dissolves into the water a bit, nice and gentle, because there are bacteria, living bacteria in there. We don't want to kill them. So that is about good. Then we put 10 grams of salt. Right. Give a bit of a stir, and then we put in 520 grams of unbleached flour. Put that all in. I already measured that one, so I can just pour it in here. Just roughly mix it together with a spoon until it comes a bit together. It doesn't need to be very smooth, it's just okay as long as you can see. So that is already enough, like that. That off the spoon. Just leave it like that. Get a tea towel, make it wet, hang it over it, and leave it here for half an hour, and then we come back to it. And that one, as I said before, we feed that back to the starter. That gives them food for another week. That way we don't have any waste at all. So sourdough baking is all about time, but if you organized a bit, it's not a problem to do it on the road. And I like that fresh sourdough bread over everything. And since I'm doing it, we don't want to eat any store-bought bread anymore. So we put that that goes back into the fridge. So I'm back after half an hour. It's time. It looks like that. And then it's time to fold it. You have to wet your hand and go in here, just in here like that, and get a piece and fold it over. And you do that on every side, so 4 times over like that. Over like that. And then you actually can leave it in the bowl itself, but I have a proving basket, but you don't need that really. And I form it to a ball like that, and then I place it in here, put the wet towel back on top, and that's gonna rest for another 6 hours. Then we see us back. Today is our pizza night, the promised pizza night. So this sourdough we made together was in the fridge all night, and now I took it out. Now I'm gonna divide that in probably, usually you do 280 grams per pizza, but we have the small baby barbecue, Webber BBQ. It doesn't fit that much on it, so I have to make smaller portions. So I go for probably 240, and I have no other thing to cut it with than just a knife. So you should see all the holes, the bubbles in here. That's a good dough. So just put that on scale. Okay, that's about good. So I form balls like that, because they're pretty cool coming out of the fridge. I let them sit for another half an hour just to warm up a bit. Put that on here. Another one. See what that is. That's too small. Yep. It's about the same size. So 2 pizzas are enough for us too. And we still got some leftover dough. So what I gonna do is gonna freeze them, and next time you don't have such a long procedure, so you can just take it out of the freezer and make your pizza. So just I make balls as well. Then you take one of those balls, put it in a bag, freezer bag like that. Close it. And then you flatten it a bit. Just like that. Do the same with here. If it's too sticky, you can use some olive oil to put on. Not a problem. Flatten that a bit, and that way you can freeze it in the freezer. You've got that for next time. So after half an hour, it's time to flatten it for the pizza, which you can just make it like that. Oh, this is good. And now you can put any toppings you like, you can put on it. We usually do half-half because we only can fit one pizza at a time on the barbecue, so we make 2 pizzas, but half-half each, so that we can eat together. Oh well, I'm gonna show you when it comes out of the barbecue then. So now it should be finished. Go and have a look here. There you go.
Yummy.
That's a yummy sourdough pizza. Oh, you will love. And it's not as difficult as it sounds to do. Once you get a routine, it's pretty easy. Really it is. And it tastes so amazing.